Hey guys. I'm so sorry that it's been so long. Um, but I updated you guys on the community tab here and let you know that I was filming something. So that's why I've been gone. um, I didn't know that it, like, I don't know. I didn't know that, I thought that I would be able to get back on here and it would just be normal, but this none of this is normal. So I just wanted to come up here, update you guys, and tell you what's going on with this channel as much as I can. And not saying like, oh, I'm being elusive, but I'm just saying, like, to be honest with you, this channel is just going to be moment by moment because I right now life here in LA is just very uncertain. Um, but hi, I missed you guys, and I wanted to come to you in a better way. I will say the funniest thing about this, none of this is funny, but there was a moment that happened with me and Arnold because my first video back on this channel was going to be a recap of the Golden Globes, the fashions, and just a recap of the show with Arnold. And we literally scheduled it and planned it. And that night, as soon as we set a time and a day, the fire started. So I text him in the morning because it was just a fire. I just thought it was like a random fire. And I thought that we would still be able to do our meeting. And I text him to confirm everything and just make sure that, the time that we had set for the live was still a go. Mid text, I'm watching the news and I'm like just having it on background. I'm watching the news and it's like, oh, these areas have to evacuate. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm telling you guys, as soon as that evacuation notice came through, like four other fires started at the same time. All of this happened in a span of 22 hours. Like one day, not even a full day. What is going on is unimaginable. Unimaginable. It's just insane. And I'm currently getting updates right now. So hold on one second. Oh, sorry. Like everybody is on, I think it's what is it called? The city app? Everybody's on the app and it gives it updates you. There it is. It updates you. Watch duty. It updates you about the fires. As soon as they get information, they let you know. And it's been really, really helpful. So if you are in the LA area and you have been affected by these fires, get on watch duty. It's been very helpful to us. It's let us know about evacuations before they actually even came in, before we even got the alert. It was letting us know that these areas are the ones to watch out for. So it's a really, really good app. But all of this happened in the span of 22 hours. So I had so much content prepared for you guys last week and like just for the rest of the month. I had like everything planned out, but I can't plan anything right now. Everything is just moment by moment, moment by moment. This is just really uncertain. It's extremely insane. I don't know what's happening. And to be honest with you, I don't even think city officials know what's happening. I will say, my family and I, we evacuated to San Diego, and dealing with the fires and being someplace the fires are not actively at, it's a really different experience because you're not getting the full extent of information that you would be getting if you were actually in LA. So I also wanted to come on here and tell you that, and this is not to freak anybody out, but what you're seeing on TV is not even a half of it. This is really, really bad. It's really, really bad. I don't think that the truth about what's happening is going to come out for a while because I think, the city officials don't want to, have people panicking or trying to be vigilantes. But I will say that this is very, very weird. Something seems to be up because when this first started, it was four fires started at the exact same time in four different locations. Then it jumped to 6. I was close to 2, evacuated to another area, and then right up the street, another fire started. I'm just saying, from somebody who lives here, this doesn't seem man-made. This doesn't seem nature-made. It seems man-made. Like something seems to be up. I don't have any proof other than just my experience. The last one fire that we were close to was the Hollywood one that they put out right away. And my sister and I were shopping because, like, to be honest with you guys, it was like a fire. It wasn't like, California has fires. We were like, this is chill. It's like they're going to contain it. We didn't know that the fires would still be burning a week later. Anyway, we were shopping and we went to go get something to eat, and we were just watching, the progress of everything and just, making sure that we didn't have to evacuate, but we were so far away from it, we thought we were fine. Like, at this point, it was just happening in Malibu. So we went to did a bit of shopping, got something to eat. I'm telling you, we drove by Hollywood Boulevard. We went into the store. We got our food, which was a to-go order. By the time we got out of that restaurant, and the Hollywood Hills was on fire. Like, not just like a little fire. It was like half of the freaking mountain, flames just pummeling off the mountains. It was like you could feel it, see it, and smell it. It happened so quick, guys, and there was nothing happening there. There was nothing going on. And then it was just in flames that quick. The weather was fine. Like, there was nothing happening. So I'm just like, what is going on? I could understand if the weather was crazy or if it was thunder and lightning. Like, I could understand that, but there was just nothing there. It was a safe area, we all thought, and then everything was on fire. This doesn't seem normal. And I say this as somebody who has lived out here most of my adult life and has experienced LA wildfires. This just doesn't seem like a normal LA wildfire experience. And from my friends who are LA natives, they're all like, this is weird. This is very, very weird. This is also the deadliest fire in LA history, Los Angeles County history, and it's actively still burning. Like, the worst fire, they don't even have it contained. Like, they don't have any of the fires contained except for one, and that was the Hollywood fire, which none of us are surprised by that, because the money, it's money, right? We knew that the monuments were going to be saved. That's why the Getty, no matter how many fires are started around that area, the Getty is going to be saved, right? Hollywood Boulevard, all of those historical monuments, those are going to be saved. Those are where the resources are going to go to first. That's why Altadena, which is not only a historically Black area, it's also a working class area. A large working class Latin community lives there. We're heartbroken, but no one is shocked that area was allowed to burn like that, because we know the resources are going to go there. The only reason why Malibu, which is a really rich area, it has some working class people, but it's an essentially wealthy area. The only reason why Malibu is still burning and burnt like that is the Palisades. We call it Malibu. But the only reason why it's still able to burn like that is because they just weren't prepared. The resources are there. The resources still do need to be there. I'm not saying that they don't need to be in the Palisades, because it's bad. The Palisades is bad. It is actively still burning. Only 14% of that fire is contained. That's not a large amount. But the resources are there. A lot of the resources. The resources were always going to go to richer areas. And that doesn't mean just because somebody has more money that they should burn, right? But we know how this system works, and we know that the poor areas are just going to suffer the most. And that's what we're seeing here. So I will say, if you do want to help out in any way, I think the areas that are going to get the less resources, I will start with the Eaton Fire. I will start with Altadena, because that is a working class area, and they need all of the help that they can get. The Palisades as well, but I'm just saying to the people who are going to get less help, let's start there. What else did I want to talk to you guys about before we get into? I want to cover everything before I get into the comments.
We're expecting Santa Ana winds.
We're expecting, like today, we're on high alert because the Santa Ana winds are going to come back. And basically, the Santa Ana winds are Los Angeles is equivalent of a tornado, right? Like we don't get tornadoes, we don't get, the twisters, but the winds are that strong. Like they're strong enough to shatter glass. It's not good. It tears down trees, it flips cars. Those winds are really bad, and those winds are expected in a couple of hours, actually. And that's very concerning because with the Palisades, that fire started right when the Santa Ana winds hit. So that's why that fire grew so greatly, because the Santa Ana winds helped assist in the flames. So we're on high alert tonight. Which means that where I'm actively at, I probably won't even be here tomorrow if that Palisades fire continues to grow. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I don't have any, I don't know when I'm going to be back. I want to be back. I'm trying to watch some shows. I will be honest with you, not yet in the position to entertain. And it's just because this is just crazy. Like to be in it is insane. You can't explain it. It's like literal neighborhoods are gone. This fire is so devastating that each and every person in my family knows someone who lost their home, like separate relationships. We know someone who lost their home. My friend's job burned down. Like it's so close. Neighborhoods are gone, and the death toll continues to rise. Before it was 6, then it jumped to 11. Now we're at 26, and they just announced on the news that they found 5 more bodies. Like it's extremely devastating. It's extremely devastating. And just from watching the news in San Diego, I'm just like, people have no idea how bad this really is. Like, you guys are not even getting half of it. It's complete devastation, block after block after block after block. It's really bad. So I don't know. If I do come back, when I come back, I won't say if. When I come back, you'll probably see me in different locations because we've just been evacuating this whole time. We've just been moving to different areas. We literally got back last night just because the evacuation was lifted off of the area we evacuated to. So we wanted to go back there and check on our things and just make sure everything was okay. And here we are. But concerning this channel, please just stick with me. I just need to get settled and know that everything is okay here. But I am watching some shows. I'll give you the name of the shows that I'm catching up on and the new shows. I know that Young, Famous, and African is starting hopefully after today, because we're supposed to get rain on Thursday or Friday, I believe. So hopefully this week, everything will chill out. Prayerfully that this will be the end of it. But I'm currently watching some shows and taking notes. Some shows, because Netflix has dropped all of the episodes, I'll just do a live just talking about the whole season. Some shows I'll do episode by episode, but a lot of these will just be wrap-ups because they're all a few episodes in. So catching up on Love During Lockup, catching up on that series. So I'll probably start with the latest episode the week of when I come back. Potomac, I have to talk to you guys about Potomac. The Grand Dame broke my heart. That video, I'm so disappointed. I'm so what a letdown. What a letdown. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Real Housewives of New York. Just a full wrap up. Beverly Hills. I haven't heard much about it. It's on, right? It's on. I haven't checked my Peacock yet, but I think it's on. Drag Race just started. I'm excited about that because that's just like my fun show. Not really that deep. It's just a fun show. I'm getting back into the 90-day series. I know The Bachelor is about to start soon if it hasn't started already. Is a new season of Love Island on? Let me know. Dubai Bling. I hate to say it, but I was watching a clip on TikTok where they got into a full-on fight, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch this show. I'm from Philly, and that's about it. Let me know if there's other shows that you want me to check in on. I gotta be honest with you, I probably won't be back this week. I just got to see what's happening. Got to figure out what's going on. But the plan is to be back next week. I might just hop on and talk about a show real quickly. I'm not sure. I'm just saying this week is just very uncertain. Just waiting to hear what's going on, what's happening, where do we have to go? Can we stay? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy, and it's not normal, and something is up. Something is up. These fires are not making any sense. Any sense whatsoever. Huh?
Also, you can talk about people that are, risking their lives helping other people because we have to wear masks outside. We're just intimidated. But people are still volunteering.
Yes, I will say LA has come together. The police are doing what they do best. They're protecting property, not people. I'm not shocked. But the citizens of LA and LA County have really, really come together. It's been a huge community effort. I'm extremely proud to be a tax-paying citizen of LA, Los Angeles County, because I don't live in LA, but I live in Los Angeles County. Speaking of Los Angeles County, real quick, shout out to Karen Bass. Karen Bass is the mayor of LA. She is not the mayor of the Palisades. She is not the mayor of Altadena or Pasadena or Glendale. She is the mayor of Los Angeles. Los Angeles, the city, and Los Angeles, the county, two totally different things. And she is getting the blame for this she's getting the blame for this when her county is chill. Her county is cool. Y'all need to be getting mad at the mayor of Malibu. Get mad at the mayor of Pasadena. Get mad at the mayor of Altadena. Get mad at the mayor of Glendale. Not her. Los Angeles. She's stepping in and being the face of this when she doesn't have to. You can be mad at her about Hollywood or the Getty, but those fires have been put out. She sent the resources to the places that they have to be, and I'm very critical of her because I voted for her. But there's so much misinformation getting out about what's happening here, and that is one of the biggest things that I continue to see. She is not the mayor of Malibu or the Palisades. She is not the mayor of Pasadena or Altadena. That's Los Angeles County. Los Angeles, the city, is covered because their mayor is on it. Now, Gavin, we can get in on him because I don't know where he at, but she is like taking so much crap, and I'm just like, you people do not know how this city, this state, this county is cut up. Sorry, just got a notification. Eat and Fire, which is over the Altadena and Pasadena area, 33% containment. So that's good. It's getting better. It's getting better. 33% containment. Woo, child, but it's still actively burning, and these fires are moving fast. So keep LA in your prayers. I think that's it for me. That's all that I am thinking about to say. But if you have any questions, let's get into it. I'll get into the comments, do the shout outs, the whole thing. But yes, and I appreciate Star Family. Thank you so much. I've tried to check as much as I can. I'm telling you, I've literally been living out a suitcase for the last few days. Like, we just have had to pack up and go. take what we can and literally leave. So I'm not settled. So I have not been able to get back to everybody, but I just want to say thank you. The Star family thanks you. It's a crazy, crazy wild time, and I will sit down again with you guys and talk about everything. But it's a lot going on. But I just want to thank you guys. I thank you for reaching out on all platforms that I'm on. And I just thank you. I thank you for Carmen, thank you so much. I thank you, Carmen. Thank you for the Cash App. She says for Hey Boo, happy to see you. Thank you so much, Carmen. That is so, so sweet. But I just want to thank you all for just checking in on the family and, keeping us in your prayers. We're on our Underground Railroad right now. Like, literally take what you can and just go. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to post my vlog about this, just because I got to watch it. Because I was literally vlogging when we got an alert that we had to flee. So that might be a little chaotic to watch and maybe a little triggering. So I don't know if I'm going to put that up just yet. I'm probably going to put that vlog up later on my other channel, Nikki.Star at Home, shameless plug. I'm probably going to put that up on my other channel after everything is safe here, just because I can't even watch it yet. It just seems like a really hard watch. So I don't know if I want to do that to you guys, but we will see. We will see. But thank you all so much. I love you. Let's get into the comments.
And also, you should tell them, like, why you trust.
Oh, now I love you guys.
Is this how she?
No, I love you guys. And no, but thank you so much. Coco, love you. Coco sent a Cash App. It says, Coco, I love you so much. Sent a Cash App. It says, for sorry about everything, enjoy a smoothie. Oh, I love how y'all love my little smoothie addiction. And oh my God, this is such an LA thing. And I hope I'm not coming off like, bougie, but I am. My family and I, we finally signed up for Erewhon. Like, we have an Erewhon membership. Like, the next day we signed up, we get an Erewhon membership and LA catches on fire. I'm like, Lord, should we not have done that? Because I'm like, we just paid all this money for this membership, and now that store might not even exist anymore. Crazy. Like, this is so insane. Like, I'm laughing because, like, we all just stopped crying. Because, like, living in this is just, it's madness. And you're like, you're living through it and you're existing in it, but you're also like trying to not still focus, you know what I mean? From people who have people lost their homes, right? Like, thankfully, we have had the resources to be able to, take our stuff, put it in a safe area for now, and go to a place where we can stay for a few weeks. Not everybody has those resources. So I'm like, I'm feeling like this is real chaotic. This is real, like, just a scary time, but I'm so thankful that we're okay. And a lot of people can't say that. So,
also,
but I'm gonna get my smoothie.
Also, I would say if anybody is watching your channel and they need help, the Red Cross is definitely, the Red Cross has been helpful.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't heard of any hotels that are telling people they can stay for free, but I know when we fled to a hotel, there was a discount. It should have been free, but it was discounted.
Okay, so I will say this.
Airbnb.org, but
Airbnb, I've been hearing some things about it, so I'm not sure.
Aren't giving you the houses. They're linking you up with an organization, so I don't know.
Yes. I will say this. For people who are affected, I don't know if you know about FEMA and the Red Cross. FEMA has now upped the price that they're going to be giving everybody. There's a whole assessment process that you have to go through. So I'm not saying that you will get $770, but it's up to $770. I think they are just going by the devastation, which is completely understandable. Red Cross, I think they are just completely dealing with people who have lost their homes. Personally, I know that Red Cross has, a lot of people are not a fan of Red Cross. Personally, I am. Here is why. My family and I were in a fire when I was 13 years old. We lost everything. We had nothing. Red Cross made sure that we had food, housing, and clothing. They were the biggest people. They were the biggest organization to give money to us to help us get back on our feet. We were housed immediately because of Red Cross. But this is also, this is a while ago, not too long ago. And so things could have changed. But I still say, from my experience, if you're in a fire, if you have experienced a fire and have lost everything or something, Red Cross was good to us. Do with that what you will. Also, there are I have a list, and what I'll do is, speaking of that, what I'll do with this list is I'll put it all in my description box. So if you want to click on that and get help, but there are donation centers. The Pasadena one, I was told, is overloaded. They are so thankful. Pasadena, Altadena, they're overloaded. They're so thankful. If you can, especially Altadena area, please give hair products. The sisters need hair products, black hair products, specifically for black hair and textured hair. If you could give donate those kind of products. If you're in the area and you want to donate, they are looking for that. Underwear, brand new, please. Clothing, if you're going to donate clothing, if it's something that you won't wear, don't donate it, right? Like, make sure it's clean. New is always better. But I know that Pasadena is overloaded with clothing. They need underwear and black hair care products, because Pasadena is also servicing Altadena, because, guys, Altadena doesn't exist anymore. Like, that's the thing that people are not saying. That neighborhood is gone. Gone. So Pasadena is servicing them because it doesn't exist. It doesn't. And what is left, those people are probably going to move because nothing is there anymore. So I don't know why the news isn't reporting that. But if you can, those are the things that are needed. New underwear and black hair care products, if you can. Skincare as well, but I don't think that people are really worried about their Sunday Riley retinol after experiencing devastation. So, lotion, preferably not cocoa butter, but just, the cocoa butter lotion. If you get some shea butter, that might help. But Palisades, I'm going to look into the Palisades, because I don't even think you can go over there at this point. Like, the Palisades is not open because that's the largest one.
Yeah, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and you have to.
Yeah, it's a curfew, and you have to have on your ID. You have to have your address on that ID to even be allowed in that area. So I don't know how the Palisades is accepting donations, but I am, I'm getting all my information for Pasadena and Altadena, because I think that that's where the devastation not is the worst, but I think those are the areas that's going to get the less resources. So I'm actively checked in there. But I'll put everything that I have in the description box of this live. And, you can give, pray, whatever it is, spread awareness, but what you are seeing on TV, not even half of what's happening here. Like, neighborhoods don't exist. Areas do not exist. It's not just the favorite celebrity restaurant that's gone. Sorry to Mandy Moore and all the celebrities that are being talked about, but there are people who have lost generational wealth, their generational home, schools are lost. Like, those kids are going to be displaced. They not only can they not go back to their home, they can't go back to their neighborhood, they can't go back to their school. Everybody's life has been uprooted. A lot of these people that have been devastated by this fire are not multimillionaires. They're not even thousandaires. They're just working class people who have lost everything. And I know the media likes to focus on celebrities because they have a bigger following, but LA is not full of celebrities in the entertainment industry. That is Hollywood. I keep on trying to tell people, you do not hate LA. You hate the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry is not LA. LA is not the entertainment industry. There are people who have been here for generations who have lost everything. Working class people, immigrants, like, it's really, really, really devastating. I was watching the local news, and this one lady was freaking out because she's an immigrant. And she's just like, I can't, like, I've lost all of my paperwork. Like, I can't, I don't, she currently doesn't exist in America because she's lost everything. And it's going to be really, really difficult for her, especially with ICE now being at every evacuation center. Like, it's bad, guys. It's bad. Pray for LA. Let me get into the comments. Alex said, coming back with a bang, and I am here for it. I hope you and the Star family are staying safe. We are. I will be a part of the replay gang. Miss and love you. Thank you so much, Alex. Hey, sup, people. Toya Star is in the building. I miss you too, sup, people. Alicia said, you've been missed. Thank you. I've missed you guys. Literally, guys, and I tell you all the time, if I'm not here, I'm working. One project that I worked on, I think you will see. I thought you will see it this month, but I haven't gotten anything. If it's not this month, it's next month. I think so. Like, I filmed that a while ago. So you guys should see that soon. And hopefully I can talk and vlog it. And I vlogged it, but you know how this is. When I film something, if I'm vlogging or whatever and taking pictures, I can't share anything until the show airs. So yeah. You should be seeing that too. But I'm literally, if I'm not here, it's literally because I'm working or fleeing a fire. Ciao. Huh?
You started to tell them why you were dressed up.
Oh, yes. I started to tell you guys why I was dressed up. I had an audition. LA is still kicking. But I had it on Zoom because, everything, all the in-person auditions are canceled. It's feeling like COVID again, guys. This feels like the beginning of COVID. Like, all the kids, LA Unified School District, a majority of the kids are now virtual, especially in the areas that have experienced the most devastation. Kids are going back to school, online, virtual learning. Thank you so much, Miss Gigi. I love you. Thank you so much for the Venmo. Miss Gigi said, stay safe, Star family. Thank you so much, Miss Gigi. Oh, I want to get into that. But it's like the beginning of COVID. It really, really is. It's like the beginning of COVID where like we have a curfew, and even if you're in an area that doesn't have a curfew, the air quality is so terrible. You don't even want to go outside. Me and my family, we went out to run errands. Our eyes were burning, throat scratching, and like I had a bad migraine. Right. And we were not even out there for that long, not even an hour. It's crazy. Hey Vaca, thank you for being here. Pepe said, hey fam, pray for us out here in LA. Yes, things suck right now, but we'll get through it. Absolutely, because I'm serious, guys. I'm so proud of LA. The way the LA citizens, the way people have come together to help out. Amazing. Hey Shed, how are you? Hey Ima. Hey, Dion. Into your graves. Hey, Star fam, prayers for all those affected by the fire. Thank you. Miss Wilson said, keeping LA in my prayers. Thank you. Vaca said it's very sad what's happening. It is. It's very, very sad. And again, I am not sure. I have no proof of this. Just my experience with the Hollywood fire. This something nefarious is behind this, I believe. Someone very nefarious is behind this. Like it's very weird. And I also want to say this. If you see California, Los Angeles burning, and your first thought is to make this political, I'm going to think you had something to do with it. Blue Jay, I miss you too. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Alicia said the queen is back, period. Tartar, guys, I ran into Tartar in Target last year in what was it? December, right? Was it December? What were we? Was it November or December? In December, like a few days before Christmas, me and my mom, first of all, we did not have like anything for the weather. We were not prepared. So we had like my aunt and just like friends giving us jackets and everything. So we looked like we just left an Eagles game. And I heard this beautiful little voice say, "Hey, Star fam." And me and my mom were like, and she was like, "I don't know you, but you don't know me, but I know you." And I was like, huh? Because here's the thing, especially being from Philly, when I go home, if I'm in my I don't want anybody from back home to see me outfit, I'm in and out. I'm in and out. So I'm like, oh my God, is this somebody from high school? If it's somebody from high school and I look like I sell pretzels in Center City, oh girl. And she was just like, "It's Tartar." And I immediately knew who she was. I was like, Tartar. I gotta show y'all our pictures. It was such a beautiful moment. I love meeting Star family. Tartar said, "Nikki said, glad you're safe. Miss you. Miss you too. Miss you too." And I loved your photo shoot that you shared on Instagram. Wait a minute, I just got another notification. What is this? Dana! Thank you so much for the cash app. Dana said, for stay safe, Nikki and family. Thank you so much, Dana. Oh, you're giving me my smoothie money. Thank you. Thank you, Tartar. Love you, love you, love you. Vaca said, "Hey, love." Hey, Vaca. Nisha said, "Hey, NikkiNicoleStar family. Happy New Year. I have missed you all. Missed you all. Oh my God. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year." How many days are we in? 13 days into the new year. What the hell is going on? Happy New Year. Spitzy said, "Hi, Nikki and Star fam. I missed you, Nikki. You look stunning as per usual. Thank you so much." Denard said, "As someone who was living in LA County area, San Fernando Valley 5 years ago, my heart is breaking." Thank you. Like, just thank you for just thinking of us. And the one thing about it, when them fires burn, they burn because it's just all brush, like those mountains and the mountainous areas. But the thing about it is, a lot of people have homes in like the hills. And I've always said that, which is why we've never moved up there, because there was one home that we loved that we were considering, and it was in the hills. And the two reasons why we didn't move it up there is because we just needed a bit more space. But the biggest reason was because the street was so small. And I was like, how is a fire truck or an emergency vehicle going to get up this street? And that just really, I don't know, it just like set on me, because where we were located, gorgeous area, beautiful zip code. But if anything were to have happened, everything is gone, because nobody can get up there to save you, especially when the street is not only so small, you can park on both sides of the street. What are we talking about here? They made the streets so slim in those areas. And that's another reason why a lot of areas just had to burn, because emergency vehicles, firefighters could not get up there. I don't know if this is like this anywhere else, but in LA, a lot of the hiking trails, like in the mountains, like I've seen this at Runyon Canyon, Fryman, which is another like mountainous area that everybody travels, Mountain View, in Glendale, Pasadena area, where a lot of people do hikes up there. But I've always seen firefighters like in full gear with a hose running up the mountain. And one of the reasons why they do that is because a lot of times for those hilly areas, they can't get their fire trucks up there. So they have to do everything on foot for those areas. So that's another thing. It's not that there aren't resources. I'm not talking about the Palisades, girl. I don't know what happened there. You better check that mayor. But for a lot of these areas that are in the mountainous areas, you cannot get up there. So yes, these fires are burning, but it's also taking firefighters 10 to 15 minutes to even get to where the block starts, because they cannot take their vehicles up there. So these men and women are on foot in fire gear with these heavy hoses running up these hilly, first of all, running up an incline to put these fires out. I just can't believe that that's legal. And unfortunately, a lot of these homes are uninsured because insurance companies, terrible. What they're doing in LA, absolutely terrible. I'm not excusing that. But a lot of insurance companies are just like, this is a hazard. This is a hazard. Why would I cover this if I know I'm going to have to pay? I ain't going to make no money. Not defending insurance companies, but I'm just saying it's a lot of those homes are uninsured, not because they can't, not because they couldn't afford the insurance. They can't get those homes insured because if it's not the fires burning those houses down, when LA gets a rainstorm, those houses comes right off the foundation and it's just blown down the mountain by flooding. But hey, you got a great view. It's an insane thing. So that's another thing. Shout out to the firefighters. Shout out to the incarcerated men and women who are also fighting the fires. I will say this: it's terrible that Californians voted to not allow these men and women who are incarcerated, who are serving as firefighters when we are in need. It's deeply upsetting that Californians did not voted against them getting a lesser sentence and being allowed to be firefighters. I thought that was going to pass because I'm just like, we need as much help as we can get. And they've been helping put out the fires before. I thought that was going to pass. It was an easy yes vote for me, but it didn't. And guess who is working overtime putting these fires out? Incarcerated men and women. Ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. I had Medina. Medina said, my God, I missed you. I'm sorry for what's happening. Pray for everyone affected. Praying for the whole world at this point. Guys, I don't want to say it, but I have to. It's giving 2020. 2024 is giving like 2020 on crack. 13 days in. We're 13 days in. This is crazy. Caroline says, hey girl, I've missed you. I hope you're safe. Thank you so much. We are safe. Thid said, not hey guys. LOA girl, where you been? Ciao. Thank you so much, Denard. Ottawa, thank you. Says, hi, gorgeous queen. Thank you. Hey Brittany, how are you? Thank you, Miss Gigi. Suzette said, hey, Nikki, glad to see you. Glad to see you as well. Aisha in World TV said, hey, girl, nice to see you again. Nice to see you as well. Drewski, my baby. Drewski said, completely bittersweet circumstances these are, but I'm still so glad to see you, and I'm glad you're okay. Given the circumstances, all of it is so scary. Yeah, it is. And today, like I said before, it's high alert. It's high alert because everybody is like, I was just, apologize for my tardiness. I know it's normal, but this time it was a real thing. Watching a press conference, and they're just like, these winds are coming in. Have your phones ready, have your phones charged, and have a bag packed because you probably will have to evacuate. And I just got back. Oh, Lord. Miss Brown Sugar, hey! Thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers. So, Steph, how are you? Can I just tell you, my mom loves you. My mom loves you. She is always talking about so, Steph. Thank you so much. We are good. Good as can be. Hey, Clory said, I'm so glad you're okay. I pray that you stay safe. Thank you so much. Hey, Mademoiselle, I'm back. I don't know for how long. I'm going to try... at least this week may be a bit choppy. I will know what's happening with my schedule when we get rain. Missy said,
like it's coming until Friday.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Wednesday. Now they're saying Friday. And we don't even know if it's going to go to the areas that's been affected. I need that rain to hit Altadena and the Palisades expeditiously. I feel like the other ones can be contained, but those two fires are so big. All the resources are like going there because it's like they're just burning. Missy said, I'm so happy to see you. Wish it was under different circumstances. Miss you, Star fam, praying for LA. Thank you. Mr. Brown Sugar said, I continue to be stunned after every update. I lived in Cali for years and in LA for a little bit. Have never seen it. That's what I'm telling you. One of my, y'all know Kenny. We have been talking back and forth, just checking in on each other. And he's like, Nikki, this is not normal. He said, this is not normal. And Kenny's family has been in LA for generations. He's like, this is not normal. None of this seems right or real. This is crazy. Oh, active. Only one has been put out, and that's the Hollywood fire.
And the Studio City.
Oh, the Studio City fire.
But the Studio City fire is the reason why we evacuated.
It's not still active, right? They put the Studio City up. Yeah. Any fire that is around a monument, or a studio, they're putting that out expeditiously. Like, they're not going to let them studios burn. But yeah, the biggest fire is the Palisades fire. That is still active, and that just keeps growing. Like, they say, oh, we got 10% of it contained, and then you wake up the next morning and it's like we're back to 0%. That fire is insane. My mom was like, it seems like this fire has fuel. And I'm like, the brush is the fuel. But she's just like, it just seems like something else because it is just growing. They cannot contain that one. And that is very scary. Very scary. Mademoiselle said, I truly believe this was deliberate and intentional, courtesy of billionaires. Let me tell you something. There's one billionaire doing a lot of talking. And listen, he's hitting me and my ancestors, especially with that Altadena fire. This ain't making sense. And I'm telling you, if any of the land that is burnt in LA is given over to developers, these fires were intentional. If developers buy up this, if developers are allowed to buy up this land, because all of a sudden, the Bronx, y'all heard about the Bronx, right? The Bronx was burning a few days ago. And we know how that came about the first time it happened, when the Bronx was burning. I think, back in the 80s and 70s or 80s? That's how the Bronx got gentrified. Ciao. Sugar Cane says, so happy that you and your family are okay. This is insane. Thank you so much, Sugar Cane. The end of the age said, glad you're all safe. Thank you. Sarah says, climate change, the winds are moving at 70 miles per hour because cause the sparks to fly. Absolutely. Here's the thing, Sarah. Those winds are strong. I don't think that it is possible for those winds to take fire embers, large amount of fire embers from Malibu all the way to Pasadena and Altadena. And they all happen, those four main fires all happen at the same time. This is very weird. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Miss Brown Sugar said, just focus on you, sis. That's all you can do. And let us help you laugh for a few minutes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Black Lavender said, hey, Nikki, pray for you and your family. Thank you. Sarah Gates said, guys, climate change is real. Scientists have been warning this for years. It's going to get worse. Yeah, it is. It is. Hey, Daddy. Daddy said, hope you're okay, Nikki. I am. Thank you so much for checking in. Hey, Bria, how are you? I'm doing as best as I can. But considering what's happened to other people, I'm in a great situation. Hey, the waiting room, how are you? Hey, Bon, thank you so much. She's a mother, said it feels very much like we aren't getting all of the information. Absolutely not. And I didn't realize that until we were in San Diego. And I was just like, this is what they're reporting? Oh, no, it's complete devastation. It's complete devastation. Like, the majority of Malibu is just gone. All Altadena, out of here. Like, it's bad. But you guys are not getting like the real information. I can't believe that CNN keeps on showing the same 3 families who have lost everything. I get it. It's terrible what happened to them. It's like 100,000 families that have lost everything. Mm-hmm. Like, go to Altadena and talk to them working class people.
And also hundreds of thousands of people evacuated.
Yes, like I'm telling you, when we were in San Diego, you could tell who fled to San Diego and who was just from there. Like my entire friend group went to San Diego. My family and my entire friend group, we all fled to San Diego. And it was so crazy because when we would be out, you would see people walking around with like carry-on bags and like their pets. And like, you could tell the people just had everything on them. You could tell that they fled from LA here. And then you would just see like San Diegoans just skateboarding, taking pictures at the marina, like 2 totally different worlds. Like there were people there who lost everything. And then, they're in San Diego surfing. And again, they're not supposed to be like devastated because LA is devastated. I was just saying it was very obvious who was who. Oh, I also, Toya was telling me this, and I'm so sorry that I moved past from that. If you are in LA, you are affected by the fires. We stayed at the Intercontinental in San Diego. They were giving discounts to people who were affected by the LA fires. Beautiful hotel. Enjoyed our time there. But if you do need a place to go to, they gave us a really generous discount at the Intercontinental. Although
call. I think that people should be letting people stay at hotels for free, knowing that we. I
know, but like, here's the thing: my sister is saying you should be able to stay at the hotel for free, and I absolutely understand that. Here's the thing about the Intercontinental: the owner of the Intercontinental lost his home. We were staying at the hotel at the same time as his family because they had to evacuate as well. He lost his home, so he's probably trying to, recoup. I don't know. But they do offer a discount.
Yeah. I'm not even just talking about that hotel because San Diego does have a list of, when we were there, we saw on the news that they had, that their visitor center and their, like, whatever, some people had got together and decided these are a list of hotels that if you've been impacted by the evacuation or the fires, you can come to. I'm just saying, if I was on that committee, I would have voted, hey guys, is there any way we can comp these rooms? These people have nowhere to go, as opposed to, I'm not going to charge you $800, I'm going to charge you $300. That's kind of how
I think that is a great idea. It's a terrible idea for a capitalist nation. Like, it's just never going to happen. Like, America's never going to be generous like that. It's never going to happen.
Honestly, I think I'm trying to get my brain together to see how, what we can do. But honestly, we've been impacted. So it's like
Toya, we just have to, what we need to do is stay safe.
Yeah.
What we need to do is stay safe. Critical Thinker 137 says, so glad you're able to make this live. Take care, please. Thank you so much. And I am. Thank you so much. Oh yes, we missed my birthday live. I was supposed to do a birthday live.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
Well, I forgot. It's so much happened.
Was I working though? I think I had just wrapped, and then we went to Philly. So much was going on. So much was going on. Sama said, praying for you and the Star fam, Nikki. Thank you so much, Sama. Yeah, the waiting room said, yeah, I said to my cousin, these fires are weird. Very, very, very weird. Thank you, Simply Simone. And Simply Simone has been on TikTok giving y'all all the updates. Like, I was watching one of her videos. I was like, she was reporting on something that just happened. I was like, girl, are you here? Because how do you have this information? Simply Simone is on it, okay? Miss From Sugar said, wow. I'm so sorry, Nikki. Listen, guys, I'm in a really good place. It's just devastating to see. Like the picture that I shared on Instagram, I'm telling you, we went to sleep and we woke up and our neighborhood was just engulfed. Like it was just flames and smoke. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, you know what I mean? I really went to sleep thinking this was going to be contained. I wouldn't have slept had I known. I like going on my balcony and I'm like, oh, this is bad. Like, this is really, really bad. So everybody going to need therapy. Everybody is going to need therapy. It's so bad. I don't know why you guys are not, why the news is not reporting like what's really happening. I don't know. I don't know why the news is so terrible outside of LA. I don't get it. I'm like, why aren't you telling people the truth? I feel like if they told the truth or just show all of what was really happening, so many more people would be able to get help. But they're making it seem like it's a park that's on fire. No, towns, schools. Like there are so many schools that were lost in this fire. These kids are not going to be able to go back. It's going to take years to rebuild these places. Like these places are gone for years. And when they are rebuilt, it won't be the same people living there. So that entire area, the culture is going to change. The community there is gone. Like this is a devastation. I do think and love the efforts that are being made in Altadena, where there are a lot of organizations who are coming together and making sure that the Altadena homes are not, the land is not sold. And if there are people who still have loans on the homes or the lands, they're trying to make sure that they can help these people buy this land so that they can stay in this area and give them money to rebuild. So there are a lot of efforts being made in Altadena, and I love that because that's a historic area, historic Black area. Let me just tell my business. We were going to move to Altadena. We found a beautiful home and we were going to move there. The only reason why we didn't move to that one, we had 3 places that we were choosing from. That was in our top 3. The only reason why we didn't move there was because we thought it was too old. And we were just very concerned about the upkeep of that place. And yeah, and that was another thing going on with a lot of the homes. The homes are historic, but they're really old. So they're made with material that can easily go up in flames. And also the materials are toxic. So that's why the air is so bad, because a lot of these old homes are burning, and a lot of these old homes were made with things that are just, we have discovered later that it's just not good for our body. So it's bad. It's bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. Spency said, Lord, these fires are scary, and they have incarcerated folks putting them out. Yep. Putting them out while they get paid. I'm praying for you and your family and everyone in LA. Thank you so much. I just started following a guy on TikTok. I want to see if he's also on Instagram or any other place. He is documenting. He is, I don't know how he got this phone, but he is one of the incarcerated firefighters, and he is just filming the process. Guys, these people, these citizens, okay, are in the middle of the fire, fighting this thing with everything. They are risking their lives. I really hope the governor reverses that vote. Or something needs to happen, or it needs to be put on the docket again. Like something needs to happen. They are risking their lives to put these fires out. The pictures and videos that he is sharing, I'm like, I wouldn't even do that, and I'm free. Ciao. Oh yeah, generational homes gone, schools, jobs gone. Like I've been sharing so many GoFundMes of people that I know who have lost everything. Like not, oh, this is a high and buy. No, people I have a relationship with have lost everything. Yes, also research before you give for GoFundMe. And I will say, if you are going to give in LA, she's not our mayor. She's a part of the city council, LA City Council. She said that she was talking to the CEO of GoFundMe, because GoFundMe has this thing where I don't know about GoFundMe. I don't do that. I'm a Cash App and Venmo girl. I'm like, what's your Cash App so you can get it right away? I don't feel like going through that. How can I help you? Can I just give it to you right away? But anyway, I didn't know that GoFundMe charged you to actually give. So there were people who wanted to give like thousands of dollars, and GoFundMe was like charging them a percentage of what they were going to give. And she said that she was talking to the CEO of GoFundMe to see if he can just, at least for this time, just remove that because it's a devastation. So I'll do my research on that and see if anything has been changed for that. And I will also in the description box put the GoFundMe's of people that I actually know and that I know are legit. Sama said, I've seen videos of people who are trying to put out fires and the fire hydrants don't even have water. Yes, and that is not Karen Bass's fault. That is not her area. I know you talk about the Palisades. That's not her area. That is not her area. There's no reason why those fire hydrants should not have water. I will say there is a lack of water. So I would give it like, here's the thing. We haven't heard from the mayor of the Palisades mayor. We don't know. So we don't know if it was negligence or if it was climate change. We don't know. Karen Bass is the only one who's been talking to the people. So we don't know what happened over there, but it's sad that they don't have water. I will also say this. You're going to see a lot of heroic reports of people who use their sprinklers to save their homes. I will say this. Those people are probably going to get fined when the dust clears. Here is why. You cannot use the same water that firefighters are using to put out fires. Yes, I know they had to do what they had to do to save their property, but these are feel-good stories. Hey, Mama, these are feel-good stories. But just know if you hear later, circle back, and somebody is getting fined, that's probably what's going to happen because it's illegal. Like especially during a devastation like this, you are not supposed to be taking water sources, water away from the firefighters who are paid and contracted to take care of these wildfires. Shout out to the Kardashian. I don't want to blame them for, the Palisades burning, but they use a lot of water. Use a lot of water. Now, there is one feel-good story that you know about, and there's a guy who used his pool water. He should be fine. But the people who tapped into the water system and used the sprinklers, they might get fined. Listen, they saved their home, though. I'm hoping that nothing happens to them because nobody's thinking clearly during something like that. But there's a lot of heroic and feel-good stories going around right now. And I'm watching these people and I'm just like, please get offline. Like, please stop telling the news that you use the water that the firefighters were using to save your home. Stop telling the news that you stayed in an evacuated area to save your home. I'm glad that you were able to, but you're literally telling the news that doesn't give a damn about you that you're breaking a law. So just be smart. Just be smart about that. Miss Gigi said, thank you for taking the time to come talk to us. You and your family are in our prayers. Thank you so much. This was actually Toya-Star's idea. She was just like, you know what? This is a really good time for you to let the Star family know that you're okay. So thank you, Toya-Star. Jasmine says, stay safe, Nikki. Thank you, Jasmine. Amiria said, hey, Nikki, glad that you're okay. I'm so sorry this is happening. Thank you so much. 10 days into the new year. What's going on? What's going on? Rajendra said, I'm just glad that you're okay. Thank you so much. I'm awake, says, sending so much love. I truly can't imagine the devastation. Glad you're safe. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for all the prayers. Spency said, Nikki, I heard recording your belongings is a good idea to make an insurance claim. Absolutely. And we did. We took pictures of everything. We documented everything. Please do that. Even if you're in a safe area, because we were in a safe area until we weren't. We were in a safe area until it was not. Take pictures of everything, videos if you don't have the time to take pictures of every little thing, videos, and take your receipts. Take your receipts with you. Naya said, all STAR family in LA, please wear your mask and protect your body during all of this. Yes, please do that. Like I said, we burnt our eyes and our throats thinking that this was not that bad. It's bad. It's bad. There are still areas you cannot go in. The areas are not burning, but the air quality is garbage. Garbage. That stuff is not safe for you to inhale. You know what? Is Love and Blind Germany? Because I saw a clip and I'm just like, what is this? Because this is not the Love is Blind cast that I was watching. It's a black guy that has locks and he had it in like a ponytail and he was laughing when he saw the girl that he picked. Is that Love is Blind Germany? Let me know. And let me know if it's wrapped. Come on in the room. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Come on in the room. I don't even know where my tambourine is. Like, everything is packed up. I literally have like 10% of all of my things. I don't know where a lot of stuff is, but we'll figure it out. Love you, Riri. Thank you, Angel from Canada. Quick joke. The demonic president, soon to be president of the United States of America, thinks that he can buy Canada. You ready to be an American, Angel? Are you ready to be American? Like, what is going on? Oh, okay. Beverly Hills is on. I haven't checked Peacock or anything. I haven't checked none of that. Oh, it's good. I haven't heard anything though. I have not heard anything about LA, Beverly Hills. I've just been seeing stuff. Speaking of Beverly Hills, a lot of them do not live in Beverly Hills. Cal is in Encino. Oh my goodness, the next season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I haven't heard anything about any of them losing their properties though. Whew, ciao. Elizabeth, thank you so much. I just saw that one clip of them fighting and I was like, I gotta get into this. Oh, UK All-Stars. Okay, I gotta check that out too. I've been seeing clips about Married at First Sight, and y'all know my issue with Married at First Sight is that it's like 62 episodes, just like Love Island, in like 1 week. But I think that show is so juicy, I wouldn't mind just binging it. So we'll see. Traitors, let me add that to the list. Let me add that to the list. Traitors. Yes. And again, guys, some of these shows have been on for so long. I'm probably just going to do a recap of the season. I'm not watching anything. I have not watched any TV. It's just been the news. But I'm going to get into it. Miss Gigi said, Dubai Bling used to be so classy based. I enjoy the drama, but it's sad that they stooped to fighting. All I saw was that man smash that plate in that other man's forehead. And I was like, what is going on? I thought they couldn't fight in Dubai. What is going on? Love is Blind Habibi. That's good. Oh, Love Island Habibi. Where's that at? Where is that at? No. Thank the Lord. We literally, when we left, we were just like, we took what we could, and we were just like, it is what it is. It is what it is. My sister was just like, I just bought all this stuff because we had went shopping for Christmas. That was like everybody's Christmas gift, just go shopping. And we had all just went on a whole shopping spree. And when we were fleeing, she was just like, I just brought all of this stuff. I just bought so much stuff. But thank the Lord, all of our stuff is okay. That we know of. We have stuff in 2 places just because of the situation. We haven't checked on our other things, but we did have a friend go over and check. So we think that everything is okay. So As of right now, we are good. Thank you, the internet. Said we have bigger things going on. We understand. I'm definitely going to take my time, but um, I am also fasting from the news as much as I can because this is like you really can't take your eyes off the news. These fires are moving so quickly, but I just need a break. So I think I might just binge one of these shows. I might get into Married at First Sight since it. Which one has more episodes? Episodes right now, Married at First Sight or Love Island UK All Stars? Um, I think they're going to. I think they're going to. And anybody that price gouges, they had a whole press conference about that. They were just like, report it. If you see somebody price gouging, report them. Report them. So I think they will be. I think they will be. I think about 5 residents of Altadena who lost their homes are suing Altadena. Oh no, not Altadena. They're suing Edison Altadena because they think that Edison, which is the electric company, they think that they are responsible for the fires. Ciao. It's going to be messy. It's going to be very, very messy. Santino said, so glad you and your family are okay. Sending well wishes to you all. Thank you so much. Blue Jay said, what is your social media plan with TikTok most likely being banned? Hope that doesn't come off as strange and weird because bigger things are happening. No, that's not. Thank you for asking. Everybody's talking about Red Note. I don't know. I think I'm still going to be active on Instagram, but the more Mark Zuckerberg speaks, the more I'm like, I think I'm going to get rid of Facebook and Instagram. I think I might just be a YouTube girly because YouTube, they're doing more with their shorts. I already deleted Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky, but I'm not active on there yet. I started to get active in LA, decided to catch on fire. But yeah, right now I'm probably going to do some stuff on Instagram, but I'm just not sure what my future is with Meta. Not sure there. Because I also want to protect my peace during this administration, this upcoming administration. So I think I might just get off of everything and just be a YouTube girl. We will see. We will see. But with TikTok, I'm looking at Red Note. They also have Lemon 8. I don't know about that. How do you guys feel about Lemon 8? Let me know. So if it's not Red Note, it might be Lemon 8. But I'll still be kind of active more on Instagram for now. Every time. Yes. I'm just like somebody from Philly. I'm like, y'all don't know that the county and city are not the same? That's crazy. That's crazy. They're absolutely using her as a scapegoat. And I'm like, she should not even be having press conferences or speaking to us as much as she is because her areas are good. Her areas, the fires are out. She's good. She should be talking to us, but she's becoming the face of the LA fires. And I can't even believe that Khloe Kardashian had an opinion on what she's doing when she don't even live in LA. You live in Calabasas. Why are you even talking about this? They show who they are every time. Hey, Coos Girly, how are you? It's good to see you as well. Mademoiselle said, I know Gavin didn't try to get reparations. For Black people. I know that. Listen, Gavin Newsom is very smart. He makes sure that he does just enough for the Black community to keep them supporting him. I will always give him his 10s for passing, I don't believe I'm saying the name right, but the HARE Act in Cali, which is a law that states that Black people anyone basically can, but specifically Black people cannot be discriminated by how they wear their hair, discriminated against by how they wear their hair. So I will always give him his tens for that. And I think he does do a lot. I am very disappointed in how he has handled the homeless crisis in LA. Um, no, not in just LA, in California in general. I don't like how he has done that. He did some photo op where he was clearing out the tent of a homeless man in Los Angeles, and that turned my stomach. It also made me very terrified for the homeless in the next few years because LA is hosting the next Olympics. So yeah, I'll give him his tens for the things that he does that I think are right. But I have learned you always gotta keep them politicians on their toes. You always have to critique them. You cannot let them know that they're doing a good job, so you're going to stay off of them. Absolutely not. I voted for you. You do what I asked you to do. That's what I will say about Democrats. They will do a little something for the voters, and then they will just go head on. Republicans, conservatives, no matter how awful the act is, they will do what their audience, their voters, tells them to do. No matter how awful it is, no matter if it goes against the community they come from, they will do it. They will appease that audience as much as they can because they know that giving them what they want keeps them out of their personal business on what they're doing. So, yes, they could be cheating and stealing from them. I won't say yes, they could be. Yes, they are cheating and stealing from their voters, but they're also giving them the crazy things that they want done to other people. They're giving them what they want. The waiting room said, thanks for clearing that up. I'm from outside of the USA. I was confused. Why not blame the governor of California? Absolutely blame him, right? I will say this. He's a governor of all of California. So what's happening in LA is very important, and it takes precedent, but he has to allocate resources for all of California, which is, I think it's the second largest state, if not the largest state in the United States of America. So, I'm understanding to a point. To a point. Momi said, wish Mayor Bass would say that she should say that LA proper is under control and that she's assisting other city mayors to get their areas under control. Yeah, I don't know why she hasn't said anything. I do not know why she had that. That's the thing that baffles me. I don't know why she hasn't said, like, I'm helping out. I don't have to do this. This is me being nice. Not like that, but I'm just like, girl, you could say something. It's been really crazy. I also want to say something about the looting that's happening. Something is up with that as well. Something is up with the looting that's happening because we've already seen. I think it's. I want to say the New York Post, but I believe it's the Washington Post that posted a picture of Black people with bags and said that they were looters. And it was basically residents of Altadena who were collecting what they could from the rubble and the trash and the soot of the fire that burnt down their home. They were taking possessions from their home. Mm-hmm. Is looting an issue here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Looting is not an issue here. They're trying to make it. I feel like the media is trying to sensationalize this instead of focusing on the people who are losing things. I will say, hey, be cautious. People will take any opportunity. People who think like that, thieves, will take any opportunity to take advantage of people and steal or whatever. But we're focusing on looters when there are, organizations coming together, scamming people out of donations. Like, are we going to talk about that? I'm like, no, we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the two people that broke into an abandoned car. Like, I get it. That is not the issue. The issue is that we have 4 rapidly burning fires that have not been contained yet. That is the issue. But I know I've been noticing in the news and in the press conferences, they always say that if you are looting, you will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Great, but that hasn't been an issue. There have been some incidents, but it's not like there are groups of black teens running into the Palisades to loot rich actors and producers' homes. You can't even get in. You cannot even get into the Palisades. Like every area is blocked off. So unless these people are, in full fire retardant gear, climbing mountains to break in people's homes, it's not what you think. It's not. Literally all of our police, all of the our resources for the police are going to protecting these areas, especially the Palisades. So it's not an issue. It's just something sensationalized, and I'm like, the evil to just use a moment like this to divide people, to scare people, which is why I think a lot of information has yet to be released, because there's so much fear mongering going on, and it's just because a lot of people are trying to politicize this tragedy, and it's horrible. It really, really, it really, really is. Yes, yeah, but everybody's bypassing that, and they're going to the black woman. I'm like, how does she become the face of this fire? That's correct. How does she become the face of several fires that are out of her jurisdiction? Maybe parts of the Palisades. Oh, child. Kirsten said there is so much political BS on the way. Karen Bass is the face, but the other mayors need to show up. They haven't said anything. Those mayors, those fire chiefs haven't said anything. A black and a white woman have become the face of this devastation. All of the men skating by. All of the whites skating by. Crazy. But other than the mayors need to show up. This also brings so many issues with long histories, like how our water is stored, crazy stuff. I will say we have been experiencing a drought. So that's another thing. We're also praying for rain, hoping that the rain will stop these fires. But if the rain doesn't, we're hoping that our reservoirs will fill up and we can use that water to stop these fires. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, Malibu, the Palisades, they're right by the water. Why didn't they use the seawater, the ocean water? Here's the thing. That water is great, and they are using it in the mountainous parts that's not like livable, right? That's not where people are living. That's not like the homes or things. Here is why. Ocean water, seawater is extremely corrosive. Like the salt is extremely corrosive, and they don't want to put it on areas where they want to rebuild and regrow, because it's just going to be another thing that they're going to have to do on top of trying to save these homes. And also, you don't know if that fire is going to connect with any toxins within these homes that are burning and just ignite something else. So like seawater, ocean water, it's the last resort, and they have been using it in areas, but they're trying to stay away from using that water on homes and vegetative land that that the residents use. So that's, if anybody's asking about that, because that was like a big question that a lot of people had, like, why aren't they using that water? And I'm like, it's not the best. If you have to use it, yes, use it, but don't use it on areas that you want to rebuild. Hey, African Rum Punch, thank you for being here. Yeah, it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. It's only going to get even more crazy with this administration. Blue Jay says, I don't even know because speaking of this administration, for the incoming president to politicize this and basically have the governor grovel at his feet to get funding to save California residents their home and give them resources. Nasty work. Shout out to Biden for giving us. This is another thing. People are just like, oh, I can't believe, He gave California so much. He gave us this much because he knows that we're not going to get anything from this next administration. He overgave to combat the lack of what we're going to receive when this new administration comes in. Blue just said, I don't even know what it would be like once all the fires are contained. Like, people are mourning now. What would be the fallout? God keep them all, and God keep them. Well, the neighborhoods are going to change. The culture in those areas are going to change because not everybody's going to be able to come back. Not everybody's going to be able to rebuild. Those are all going to be new cities, new areas, new neighborhoods. So much is going to change. So much is going to change. And I really hope that that Newsom makes sure that those areas are protected and that they are given back to the people who live there, and that the resources are given to them to be able to rebuild. April says, be safe. Sending love and prayers to everyone. Thank you. Brittany says, glad you're all together. I know. Could you imagine if we were all in separate locations? I know people who moved out there alone and are going through it. Yeah. When the Hollywood fire happened, we literally, like I said, we went to get our food. We came out and everybody got an alert on their phone. My sister, but the first thing that happened was my sister was like, is that smoke? I smell smoke. Do you smell that? And I'm like, oh yeah, but I'm thinking it's barbecue. I'm thinking we're about to pass a barbecue restaurant. Then my sister looks up and she says, oh, that mountain is on fire. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She keeps on driving. It's like miles and miles of just fire, just burning. And it was so close. Then we all get an alert on our phone. I'm telling you, as soon as that alert hit, it seemed like the street just packed full of people. That's how you get locked in. That's why when you see areas in Malibu where people just abandon their cars, that happened because they all got an alert we all actively got an alert at the same time. And when you have so many people trying to flee a really closed off contained area, you are going to get deadlocked. And that just means that there's no way that you're going to be able to move because there are people who are driving in a panic. The street is overcrowded. And there's also people who are rubbernecking. They're looking at the devastation. They're not in their right mind. So a lot of people had to abandon their cars to run up those hilly areas to go save their family and their pets. And some tried to save their home. And that is what was happening on Hollywood Boulevard. Like, as soon as we got the alert, everybody just started filling up the streets. And then we could see people in their homes taking stuff out of the closets, throwing stuff in suitcases. We saw this lady running with a carry-on bag in her pet. Like, Lord knows where she was running. She just looked terrified. And that's because right over her apartment, it's just fire. And guys, I can't explain it, but the fire was so high, so tall, like tall as a palm tree. It was insane. And it happened just like that. It was nothing. And then it was these like skyscraper flames. It was insane. Afua, thank you for the laugh. So did you see Heidi's song is #1 to support her during these fires? Love that for Spidey. I will say her husband, I think Spencer, he is hilarious because, he's making light of the situation because he lost everything. And he's just, really turning it around and just being a good sport about this devastation. He's a fun watch. He's a fun watch. Aisha New York TV said there's been so much going on. I haven't even gotten an opportunity to say Happy New Year. It hasn't been happy. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. Aisha New York TV said Red Cross helped my family in Philly. Oh, me too. That's where we were at, Philly. Maybe it's Red Cross Philly. I don't know. When I was 5, and I think we're the same age, Nikki, I think they fell off since then too. Haven't heard good things. Yes, like I was shocked when people were just like, Red Cross isn't good. And I'm like, oh, they got us on our feet. What happened? Oh, something okay. Brittany said she saw something for baby formula. The community is assisting with that. Great. Like I said, I'll put all the resources that I know about in my description box. Momi said the news is mostly reporting about celebs. Of course. and being vague about specific areas and their needs. This is why folks from other parts of the country don't have much sympathy. They think it's only the rich. It's not. It's not. I will say it is happening to the rich, but they're rebuilding. I literally saw a lady lose her home. 2 videos later, she was rebuilding because she can. A lot of people cannot. Denard said there are everyday people who are going to have to move out of state and can't even think about rebuilding. Yeah. So much culture is going to be lost. That's why the effort to save Altadena is so huge, because there's a lot of culture there. There's a lot of Black American culture. There is a lot of immigrant, various immigrant culture there. It's a huge Mexican culture, a Mexican community there. You don't want to lose that. That is a part, the fabric of that area. You don't want to lose that. So there's really a huge effort to make sure that the residents of Altadena can return. NNH said whole neighborhoods are gone. Unfortunately, you can depend on TikTok or Twitter. You can't depend on TikTok or Twitter to get information anymore. Pepe said, my dad's in New York on vacation only to find out the Gelson he works for, is no longer standing. Shaking my head. People have lost their livelihoods. Some don't have another location to go to, like to go to Gelson's. Yep. Tiffany said, my heart is lost, goes out to people who lost everything. We had a house fire when I was 12. It's truly devastating. Like, if you've never been in it, you have no idea. Fire burns so fast. So fast. Like, you literally cannot save anything. It moves so fast. Adriana, thank you. I've missed you too. Me and my family are doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. Absolutely. They're at all evacuation zones. And now they're posted up at shelters. Evil. 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 Yep. I've been getting alerts about that just to watch out. Because and I won't share what I'm on, but they're just letting people know, don't go to this center, don't go to that center. If you need something, just be very cautious, because ICE is there dressed like, that's another thing. They are dressed like people, disguising themselves as people who have lost everything. They're in disguise. Janaya, thank you so much for the Venmo. Janaya says, stay safe. Thank you so much, Janaya. I really appreciate it. And they're going to be more empowered in the next few days. Oh, I am. I want to do those last. They're everywhere. And like I just said, they're going to be more empowered in the next few days. California has been devastated by these fires. Well, LA, the Palisades, and neighboring communities have been devastated by this fire, and they're about to be even more devastated by ICE. Insane. I will say this audition was from a casting company located in New York. So they didn't know how bad it was. Agents in LA was reaching out to them and saying, yeah, a lot of my clients won't be able to make this because they no longer have homes. So when I did the audition, they were apologizing to me for being insensitive. And I was just like, it's okay. You're in New York. You don't know. And they're just like, we did not know it was that bad from what we're seeing on TV. If you are not in LA, you have no idea how bad this is. The air quality is terrible. We were able to get one air purifier. They're sold out everywhere. And we were in San Diego. They're sold out everywhere. They're sold out online. Like, it's insane. Not like this. I've experienced California wildfires, but they've always been contained that day. I've never seen a situation where several fires have not been contained. This is like, and I told you, my friends who live here, just like, they've never seen this. But my friends who are from here were just like, they've never seen this. Yep. Miss Brown Sugar said, by the way, I think Isabel Wilkerson posted some history about Altadena, Pasadena, and how it was essentially one of the Western hubs for the Great Migration, and entire lineage, hopes, and dreams. Heartbreaking. Yep. Yep. April said, I haven't been a part of the STAR family in a while, but I've missed you. Missed you too. Thank you for being here. I'm dealing with my mom's cancer's diagnosis and being in the hospital. I'm so sorry, April. We are all going through the crazy. What a year already. Absolutely. It's none of it seems real. None of it seems real. But thank you so much for being here, April. Myself, my family, and the STAR family, we are praying for you and just, praying that you just send in love and light your way and joy and healing. Just praying that you get through this swiftly. Godspeed. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just saying from my experience with the Hollywood fire, there was nothing. There was nothing happening in the weather that could have started that fire. Nothing. It was a perfect day. That's why we were down there. It was a perfect day. The air quality was phenomenal. Everybody's going to the places that have the best air quality because if you're close to or if you are in an evacuated area, the air quality is atrocious. So you're going to these areas that have not been evacuated or affected by the fires, and you're just existing there for some time until you have to go back. So it was like everybody was out. It was a good time. And then immediately a fire. The sky went from bright and blue to just jet black. Something's up. Something's up. At this point, she can chill. She can chill. She can chill. I'm going to get a few more, and then I'm going to end with my super chats. Because I want to make sure I get as many shout outs and questions as I can. Okay, I got to the end. I'm going to come up here. That's why everybody, shout out to Beyonce, is donating and protecting Altadena. Because that is prime property. Prime property, that area. It definitely is given land grab. Definitely is. Mademoiselle said voting for a criminal to be president is not normal, and having 16 billionaires in a U.S. cabinet is not normal either. Listen, it's up to the people. Class consciousness has to happen because we are in trouble. Trouble. Blue Day said it's crazy how the people we are taught to hate are the people helping the most and putting the work in. Shout out to them. Yeah. Just everyday LA people helping each other out. The police are protecting property. They are protecting property and assisting ICE in locking up people who they think are not in America legally. Because that's the thing. ICE doesn't know. They just have an inkling or an idea or a thought. So they can just pick you up. They can just pick you up and lock you up and take you to a detention center. just evil. Just evil. And especially at a time when people are experiencing this level of devastation, you're trying to deport them. This is why being an informed voter is so important. This is why being an informed voter is so important. It's Kima said, my mom is over here prepping for fires. We live in New York City. It's been a lot of fires going on in the Bronx, but nothing like that, though. Prayers for the Bronx. Absolutely. Stay safe, Bronx. It's giving land grab. It's giving property grab. Be on alert. Mademoiselle said, I heard there are private investors on the ground trying to buy people's land and property right now. And listen, I was about to say, I'm not going to get political. I'm always political. I want to say this. There's always a test to see what you are going to allow. And I want to say this as for people who are from a marginalized community. I won't even say marginalized. If you are not rich and you sit and you watch and you allow the 1% to do atrocious things to communities in America and outside of America, I promise you, you're just waiting your turn. Because there are a lot of people who voted and supported devastations that happen outside of America, globally, and that are happening to communities that they deem less than them. And they are starting to be affected in the same way by those communities or those nations that they did not think were important to save. Now, you might not have had a negative idea about those people. You just probably thought that those people or those communities were not your problem, not your business. This is the time to start minding everybody's business, especially with the administration that's coming in. Because I promise you, what's happening to this community, although it's not your community, it will find you. It will find you soon enough. So, this is the time to mind everybody's business and be on alert and work together like it's happening to you. Because a lot of people watched America do things to others and America do things to communities that are not theirs, but surrounding them, and didn't say or do a thing. And now they're watching it happen to them. And I'm not just talking about these fires, I'm talking about a lot of other things, right? This is time. This is the time for the 99% to come together. Everybody on the chopping block. Stay woke, family. Josie said, I'm catching this late. Missed you, Nikki. Happy that you and your family are well. Thank you so much. Persephone said, I just came in. Hey, Nikki, I'm in Northern California, and I was certainly concerned for you and your family. Glad you're safe. Prayers for those affected. Thank you so much. Give me something to say. Did you see that, Jane? Did you see? It's not funny, but he is an idiot. Did you see him, James Wood, lying about his home being destroyed while clutching his granddaughter's piggy bank? These light skinned folks have no shit. He's an idiot. He is an idiot. I saw all that go down, and I'm like, he's not well. He's not well. Naya, Venmo, Steve, thank you so much. Steve sent your girl the Venmo. He said, happy to see you on YouTube. Glad you and your family are safe. Thank you so much, Steve. Steve, listen, we were about to flee to Sonoma. We were about to come stay with you. Thank you so much. Of course, that's what they do, guys. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's why you haven't heard from Caruso since he attacked Karen Bass. Because as soon as he attacked her, somebody was just like, I know you're not talking. You hired private firefighters to protect all of your properties in LA and the surrounding areas. But then you came on TV with this sob story that your daughter and your son-in-law lost their home. Why didn't you send the private firefighters there? Haven't heard from him since, child. Haven't heard from them since. Haven't heard from Chloe since everybody started clocking her and her family's tea about how they use about 80% of the water in their area. So if a fire ever broke out in Calabasas, it's burning. It's burning because the Kardashians got all y'all water. Stay woke. Naya said, all of our elders in Altadena are really breaking our heart. That one coach's story was gut-wrenching. Here's the thing I wanted to say about that, and thank you for bringing it up, Naya. The death toll is going to continue to rise. The majority of the people that have been lost and we will continue to see that have been lost to this fire are the elderly, the poor, the unhoused, and the disabled. These are the people that society just leaves behind. I watched the story of a girl come back to her home only to find her father in the home, burnt alive. Thankfully, he had already passed on from smoke inhalation. So he suffered, but he didn't, he didn't die from flames. But there are a lot of people. I've watched a lot of stories of a man going back to get his father-in-law, and he didn't want to leave his home. He didn't think it was that bad, and thankfully, um, the son-in-law was able to get on the phone with his wife, who convinced her father to leave with her husband. And literally, as soon as that man got in a car and pulled off with his father-in-law, his elderly father-in-law, their home caught fire, burned down to the ground. Neither one of them would have been able to survive that or save their home. So that's another thing to think about, especially with these Altadena fires. You are going to see a lot of Black elders who have been casualties to this fire. A lot of people who invested in that area and made it safe for other Black people in the community to come and stay there and build generational wealth. A lot of history is going to be lost in this. Um, so just a heads up about that, and just to think about that in any disaster, because that just made me think, you know what I mean? Like these are the people that are left behind. Anyway, let me move on from that. Bianca said, "Hey, Nikki, I'm glad to see your face, but it's unfortunate what's going on. I'm from Canada, and some firefighters are being sent there to help. Yes, this is wild. Hope people are okay. Yes." Thank you so much. I do want to speak about the firefighters coming from Canada, the firefighters coming from South Africa, and the firefighters coming from Mexico. Isn't it funny how any other time Americans don't want Mexicans crossing the border, but you can cross the border when it's time to save my home? Oh, this is a reality check for so many people. It's putting so much stuff into perspective. This, like, the community has to come together. 99% better. You better get in check. You better get in check, because all of the people that you didn't care about are coming to save you. Put it in perspective. And I'm not saying that this is from the people who are affected by it. I'm just like, look at the people who are actually coming in to help, not billionaires. I ain't heard a billion. Beyonce is the only one, only billionaire that I know of that has cut a check to any of these communities that have been devastated by this fire. Look who's showing up. Working class people who lost everything as well, donating clothes, money, food, hair products, coming to clean up the rubble. Community is what counts. Community. No politicians yet. The politicians that we pay, ain't none of them cut a check. This should make things so clear to so many people. Momi said the only people who really are speaking about what's truly happening in LA, whether if they are there or not, are content creators and social media users. The actual national media is not. Thank you for bringing that up. I want to talk about that. Hold on. Let me see if I have that video saved. Thank you so much for bringing that up, because I wanted to talk about this. I was going to do a video about it, but I was just like, I'm not in the right space right now, so I don't want to be too mean. But
the fire. Congrats. This is round 2. This is threat number 2. Threat number
this
1
guy,
was the fire. It's slowing down.
I don't know if y'all follow him.
There's no time for fucking
on
tears
TikTok.
yet.
What is his name?
No
Leo
This
Skeppy?
is game time, because human beings are the apex predator. People.
I don't know if y'all follow him on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, but he has like a lot of followers on TikTok. I don't know why. I want to let you all know that human Boyle is a liar. He is fear mongering. He is going to get people killed, specifically my people. right? My people are probably Mexicans because he is on TikTok just spreading all kinds of lies and misinformation. If you see that man on any platform, please block him. He is lying about the LA fires. Now, I will say there are some TikTokers, Simone being one of them, who are sharing actual, factual, truthful information, and is being extremely helpful. This man and people like him are not. He is definitely, probably being funded by conservatives, or he has these ideas that he knows will make him go viral. Whatever it is, what he is doing is absolutely evil. He is lying and he is fear mongering. Everything that he said in that video is an absolute lie. He is going to get people, Black people, Mexican people, unhoused people killed. Do not listen to him or anybody that you feel is politicizing this devastation. Block them and prosper. I agree. Right after that, I absolutely agree. Hey, Greta. Because she's Black. Because she's Black. Realize the time that we are in, especially in the United States. We are in a time right now where white supremacists feel emboldened. And white supremacists, misogynists, homophobes, the worst humans on the face of this earth are feeling empowered. So they no longer have to hide their feelings, and they are being very open, honest, and upfront. It's clear as day. We don't have to be like, is this it? It is. Is it racism? It is. If you have to think it is. Is he being a misogynist? Yes. Is he being homophobic? Yes. Is he being ableist? Yes, they are. They don't have to hide it anymore. They have been emboldened over the last few years. These people have been using a lot of shock value to prosper, and it has worked. And now these people, like that idiot that I just showed you, has 4.3 million followers. And he shared all of those lies on that platform to those people. The worst humans on the face of this earth feel emboldened because they have a platform. They have a platform. So they are able to grow. They are able to say things and not have any consequences because they have such a large following. And it's unfortunate, but this is the time that we are living in right now. So just be on alert for misinformation. Research every thing. Do not use any AI, whatever Google AI comes up. Don't use that. Go to real resources. Go to a library. Go to a trusted source. But they feel emboldened. It is what it is. What's happening to Karen Bass is because she is Black and gay or queer. I believe she says she's queer. That's why what's
what? I didn't know that. Y'all so
She confirmed that, or
I think she's queer.
in Africa with a man.
No, they said she was in Africa. She was in Ghana grinding on something Black. We didn't. The gender wasn't revealed.
Nicole, make sure you're not outing her. Oh my God.
I don't think so. I think she ran on that platform.
I didn't know that Karen was that.
How can I get hecklers out the thing? Somebody's being mean in here.
Just let me know. Just highlight them and I'll block them.
Don't be mean to NikkiStar's thing.
Who is that?
I thought she was queer.
Who's being mean to you? Tell me. But I deal with it.
Oh, wait a minute. Is she not? I thought she was queer.
Nikki, you need to get your information right. Say it. You don't know that.
They said she was gay in my group chat.
You can't always go by your group chat.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Look at me. I'm talking about spreading misinformation, and here I am. Forgive me. Oh, you know what? Oh, forgive me. She is. I'm not out in the mayor. I'm not out in the mayor. I thought. And y'all so ghetto. I am not out in the mayor. I thought that the mayor was queer. You know what? Let me mind my business.
Oh my God.
Never mind. But live your life. Live your life how you want to. Live your life being free. But allegedly, I don't know. I don't know this. She was married to a man named Jesus. So I don't know. I don't know. That's what I thought. But this is happening because she Black. That I know for sure. Anyway, love is love. Love is love. Exo Christie said one guy used the sprinklers we used to run through. Yes, he put them on the roof and ran flame retardant through them and evacuated. That's what I'm talking about. Saved his house and several other neighbors. That's what I'm talking about. I thought what he did, I was just like very smart, but I was like, I would not have said that. I would not have said that. I would not have said that. SARS Entertainment, miss you too. Thank you so much for being here. Birdie B said, so glad to see you back, Nikki. I agree. They're public service for a reason.
I'm sorry, is Joe Kimberly one of your star people, or is this a heckler?
If you block her, no, block her.
We don't talk about people's
I blocked her, but
what's happening?
Well, Kimberly is on here fighting with our Star family and
her.
talking about what people have donated.
Y'all see
and Beyonce donated $2.5 million, and she's like, well, so what? She got all that money. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I think.
Oh, guys, no fighting, Star family.
Especially while we're going through something.
Somebody said, "Oh, Kimberly, you like a broken record. What
Okay.
have you donated?"
Okay, all right. No fighting, guys. No fighting. I've heard about fan base. Let me add it to the list. I've heard about fan base. I'm gonna look into all of them. Mom, I don't know. I'm gonna look into fan base.
Let's stop saying her name.
Fan base, Red Note, and Lemonade. Let me know about any other place. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna post on there or create profiles. I'm gonna look at them first to see if this is like, if it makes sense. Okay. I've missed you too, Robbie J. Thank you for being here. The Crown Act. That's what yes, give me shelter. Thank you. The Crown Act. Newsom passed that in California. And like I said, I'll give him his 10s for that. He got work to do concerning the unhoused. He got work to do. Oh, absolutely. That's why they're making so many things illegal. It's just slavery. It's just slavery. I don't think so. I will say that there have been some fires started, not this one, but it's not the smartest thing to do to be, and it's not just homeless, just camping in general in the woods and to start a fire. Like get a generator and get some kind of portable electronic heater. And even that's not the safest. It's not smart to do that. I know that some of them do that, but I don't think that this was, here's why I don't think that this was, by homeless people, because they are already being pushed out of California in general, right? And they have already had the full extent of the law already come down on them. I don't think that any smart homeless person would do something like that to make it even harder for them to exist in California. I hope not. I hope not.
And they didn't.
It doesn't. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Intentionally started, I believe, in
She's
different
going
places, and it went up too fast. All that, it was something more than just striking a match. It was a padded thing.
Yeah.
It was something that was done intentionally, and it went to certain areas to start those fires.
Yeah,
and they're going to find them.
They are.
If they're going to let us.
Whoever did this, if this was started if these fires are man-made, you better go to Cuba. You better go to Cuba. You better be in Cuba right now. Because my God, today, you ain't never getting out of prison. Stars Entertainment said, I wanted to clear something up from your last slide. I suggest you talk about dating on Nikki.Star at home. I didn't mean to be nosy, LOL. I thought it'd be fun to hear your lessons and wisdom on the topic. Oh, I didn't think that. I hope I didn't say that, but I didn't think that. But I'll absolutely talk about it. I'll probably start with LA because people think it's so hard to date in LA. It's absolutely not hard to date in LA. It's hard to date within the entertainment industry. It's not hard to date in LA.
I think it's so hard to date in LA.
Because you are dating within the entertainment industry. Get off Araya and go meet real people.
Yeah, where, Nikki?
You better go past the 10. That's what Kendrick said.
I think it's so hard to date in LA.
I used to New York TV. The hood is safe. The hood is safe. Like, they are not affected by this at all. They're fine. I'm like, and I told my family we should move to Inglewood, but we want to be up here in the hills. Ciao. But yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Like I told you, my friend who's from here, he was just like, there's nothing going on. He was like, it does not even look like half of the city is on fire. He was just like, nobody's affected down here. We're just going on every day. Everything's open. Like, it's totally different worlds, man. Naya said, whenever the media mentions looters, it's an immediate dog whistle. Absolutely. Shame on them for lying on those victims trying to simply save their belongings. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I was talking about, that guy, that Leo guy. I was just like, he's fear-mongering, and he's going to get innocent people harmed by his mess because of the biases that we all live with. Renee said, glad to see your face. I will pray for you and help you out where I can. Thank you so much. Thank you. Prayers are enough. Prayers are enough. Thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. Give Me Shelter. Give Me Shelter said this Black family was moving stuff out to avoid the fire, and the media marked them as looters. Absolutely. The news stations still haven't learned their lesson about anti-Black propaganda. Absolutely. And they're emboldened to be anti-Black now. They're emboldened. Missed you too, Eve, but thank you for being here. Yes. And that's another thing, guys. So many like old, like historic homes are just gone. I was watching this video of this one guy who bought Marvin Gaye's home, and he like kept it in the same condition. And he was just like, it's gone. It's gone. And he was like sharing pictures of it before the fires. And he was just like, there's nothing there. Just the stairway. That's the thing. Seeing these beautiful homes gone, and the only thing that's still standing is like the stairway or their front gate. Jarring. Right? I just can't believe like the media is just not reporting this accurately, but I kind of can. I kind of can. Hey, Johnny's acting channel said, hey, beautiful queen, miss you so much. Sorry about your city. Sending praise and love to everyone. Thank you so much. He did. And that's why like people cannot see that he overgave, because we're not going to get anything when that demon gets in office. Like, he overgave. It does. But I think it looks bleak administration wise. It looks bright community wise. And I hope we get it. I hope the 99% get it and really work together. I have not heard that, and I hope that is not true. Whew. But I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked. Yeah, well, that's it. Like, you don't want to. They were saying that they didn't want to put it on property because everybody was just like, just use the water. But you want to rebuild in those areas, and you don't want to put something that's very harsh on those area, on those, on that land, because it's just going to be another task, But they have, at this point, they have reverted to actually using that water, but just not in areas where people want to rebuild. Cameron said LA is literally about to be just like New Orleans after Katrina. There's literally places that are still underwater and still haven't been rebuilt today. Oh, it is going to take years to fix all of this. I didn't want to say it, but my sister and I talked about this. I was just like, what does Obama know? Because it absolutely seemed like the beginning of that movie. That was very eerie to have watched that movie and to live through this. Very scary. Dee Dee said, what's insane is that the homes burned to the ground, but many of the trees remain standing. I can't make sense of that. Seems odd. Well, here's the thing. Shout out to the Native American community. I've been learning a lot about like vegetation in Cali from a lot of Native creators that I follow on TikTok. And one girl that I was following, she was just saying that that area where the fires are like burning just rapidly, those areas are meant to burn, but they're supposed to be controlled. But with colonization, you come in and you don't understand the land, you just take over everything. And if you don't understand how to work with the land and not against it, you end up in situations like that. There's vegetation that is there that is supposed to burn, but controlled burning. And then there is vegetation there that is built to withstand that climate, that area. And if you don't know that land, things like this are bound to happen. I have her video saved. That's another thing. If I can find it, because I'm saving, because TikTok is going away. I'm like saving everything. If I can find it, I will link it here as well, or try to find where else they have it and link it here as well. But it was some really, really good information that she was sharing on her page. It's Kima said it's so weird to want immigrants out of the country, but also don't want to do a lot of the low wage jobs done by them. I'm not saying all immigrants work low wage jobs. Well, this is the thing. It's also very weird to not want immigrants in your nation until you need them. And that's just what's going to happen. It's going to be like, oh, kick them all out. And then people are going to be like, oh, wait, we actually needed them. I am not anticipating that. I don't want that man to take office. Blue Jay said, my blood is boiling about ICE. People are anti-immigrant until y'all see the economy going down and towns turning into ghost towns once more, or until you need somebody to work a land and protect your home, or do the jobs that you don't want to do. Or until you realize they contributed to a system that kept a lot of things running, but you didn't take the time to learn about them or how they contribute to society. I feel like America is in this F around and find out era. That's what it is. That's what it is. AV Rose said, Bethany Frankel, check out her foundation. She does great relief work, stated that the fires aren't normal, just like a Dior bags flying all over. God protect humanity. If anybody wants to check out her foundation and see what she does, go right ahead. I don't trust her for anything. I don't trust her, especially when people who have worked for her organization has come on and said that she's very suspect. So I wouldn't give anything to her. But she's recommending an organization, absolutely. But I don't trust that lady at all. Bethany Frankel from the Real Housewives of New York. She's a crash out. Eva Empathy said, hey, Nikki, just wanted to say I'm praying for y'all, and I hope you're staying safe. Miss your videos. Thank you so much. I'll be back. I will be back. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of casualties. There's going to be a lot. And the thing about it is they voted because they wanted that to happen. But I don't think that they realize that it's going to happen to them as well. You wanted me to drown, but you're going to drown with me. Oh, yeah. Nothing that makes money is going to be stopped. Nothing that makes money is going to be stopped. That devastation that happened in New Orleans, where that guy ran over all those people and shot several people. Next day, the officials of New Orleans was doing a press conference and saying, "Oh, whatever bowl, the Sugar Bowl, I think. Oh, it's still happening, but it's gonna happen at 3 p.m." I'm like, "Oh, you just pushed it back? You didn't cancel it?" But they want to make that money. And a lot of this is going to happen more and more and more until people realize that the people that they put in place to run their city, run their county, run their nation, don't really care about them. How much are you willing to take? Give me something to say, Nikki, not to change the subject, but did you see the white walker from Michigan who set businesses on fire in Puerto Rico? She still hasn't been arrested. Just question. Yeah, it's happening a lot, ain't it? These fires are happening a lot by a certain voting community. WC said, miss you a lot. Happy that you were safe. Thank you. Kimberly Mayfield said, I love you all. I have been with the Star family community since Nikki had less than. You've been here from the beginning. Oh my God. Kimberly, do you remember I had less than 1K and then I did that Real Housewives of Atlanta review and like the channel blew up? That was crazy. That was crazy. Let me get a couple more and then I'm going to head out here. Let me get a few more and then I want to let you guys go. And then I want to try to regroup. Thank you so much, Spenty. Spenty said N95s are available in LA public libraries, apparently. No, they are. They posted it on their Instagram. They are available. Go to LA public library, go to their Instagram page. It is there. So if you need an N95 mask, which you do, and you need goggles, especially if you're going back to evacuated areas, you do need that. I would say to people who know people who have been devastated by this fire, and if you know people who are still in those evacuated areas, please, air purifiers are needed. They're sold out everywhere. Me and my family were able to get one, and it was the most expensive one. Of course, that one was available, but they're really difficult.
I'm trying to find out if it's price gouging.
Oh God, Dyson doesn't price gouge. That's their price. But air purifiers are needed. Goggles are needed. N95 masks are needed for people in those areas, along with in those evacuated areas who have to return, along with financial donations, clothing and food donations. There's a lot of food banks here that were very helpful, that are being very helpful. I want to put all that in the description box below. And if you know of anything, please put it in the comments. And if you are in LA and you see people price gouging, please report them to your city council. Please, something has got to be done about that. Or your nearest city official, and or do like I do, just call the senator's office. I'm always calling that office. They will direct you to the right office, but call them first. Persephone said that information about not understanding the climate is powerful. So many areas aren't meant to be highly populated. Yes. Remember, LA had always been sparsely populated until Hollywood came to town. Yep. Hey, Ilowitz TV said just logged on. I'm glad you're okay, Nikki. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Give Me Shelter said you were on my radar since the Real Housewives of Potomac season 4 reviews. I will say I watched a little bit of Potomac. You guys are going to be gagged. Gagged when you hear my opinion. Child, hell has frozen over. Hell has frozen over. Nora said, relieved that you and your family are safe. Sending you lots of love. Thank you. Adriana said, I love you, Nikki. So happy to see you and your family safe. Have a good night. You too, sis. Critical Thinker said, just because they put on a show doesn't mean we have to watch. I know that's right. Drewski said, super chats. Let's get into them. Busola, thank you so much, my love. Busola said, hey, Nikki, so glad that you and the Star family are safe. I have been concerned about you guys, wishing you love during this time. Thank you so much, Busola. Guys, I packed everything in like a haste. So I have yet to be able to find my clicker, my sound box. When I do, the cha-ching will be back. So hopefully the next time I hop on here, I'll have all my stuff out. But just wanted to let you know that. But thank you so much, Busola. Callie, Steve, thank you so much. Steve said, hi, Nikki. So glad you and the fam are safe. Thank you so much. Drewski said, sending you and the Star family love. Glad you are safe. My LA relatives are also thankfully safe. But one cousin is already talking about moving away. You know, thank you, Drewski. This just breaks my heart. Because even, you know, my family is just like, what's happening here? And that's just so sad because LA's culture is about to change because so many people are leaving because, you know, fear living here is not, they might think that living here is not worth the risk. And a lot of people just can't rebuild. A lot of people just cannot rebuild. So that's the heartbreaking thing about that, is that LA is going to look very different. And I don't think it's going to be for the better. But thank you so much, Drewski, for your donation. Brenda B, thank you, Brenda. Brenda said, "Ciao, Bella. Have missed your beautiful spirits. Prayers for you all. Thank you so much, and thank you all for the super chat." Blue Jay said, "I discovered you from Just Call Me Wop, my girl. Love is born, love with a lockup. Been with you since the pandemic. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you. Y'all been rocking with me for so long. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for being here." Miss Gigi said, "I don't remember what review you were doing when I found you. I just saw this gorgeous chocolate woman on my feed and was like, who is that? I came and enjoyed and never left. That was several years ago." Wow. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Gigi, and rocking with me for so long. We're going to end with Tiffany. Tiffany said, on a lighter note, what did you think about the Golden Globes fashions? Overall, I really think they showed up. I liked a lot of stuff. I liked more than I disliked. Arnold hated everything. That was going to be a fun live. Arnold was just like, I don't have nothing nice to say. So he texted me right before I texted him that I can't do it. He texted me. He was just like, be forewarned. I don't like anything. We were going to have a key, but there's more award shows coming up. So we'll talk about that. But I liked a lot of stuff. I like that a lot of the guys had fun. You know, I love when the starlets dress like starlets. I don't like when they dress like, you know, seasoned actresses that don't really have to show up to anything. You're a starlet. You are a trendsetter. Show up that way. So, yeah, I had a much better opinion of the Golden Globes than Arnold. We're going to end here till the wheels fall off. I love y'all. Again, I'm monitoring everything, you know, the Santa Ana winds tonight, seeing what the next move is going to be, going to monitor everything until we get some sort of rain, and hopefully we'll be back in business. We'll be, you know, back in a good place. But right now, this week is a little shaky, so I don't know if or when I will be back this week. The plan is to be back next week, but right now, just give me some time this week to just get settled somewhere. I don't know if this is where I'm going to be for a minute or if I got to go somewhere else. We're going to figure it all out. But I'm going to take some time to just get settled in and figure out life. But I will be back. The goal is next week. We will see. He didn't like anything. He did not like anything. I had to convince him about so many, and he was just like, yeah, no. I see what you see, Nikki, but I don't see that. Birdie B said, sending so much love and prayers to Nikki's family and LA in general. Thank you. Things are going to be all right. I know it doesn't seem that way now, but it will be. It absolutely will be. It's just living through it is like, what is going on? Praying for relief for you guys soon. Thank you. Toya Star says, thank you, Nikki.Star. We love you and we're happy to see you on here. You are Star and you bring light. Amen. Thank you. Love you, Drewski. We're going to have a critical thinker. I'm going to send this to him. Arnold is always right. He normally is. He normally is. But yeah, let me get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for being, for just joining. This was last minute, was not planned. So, again, if you came in late, I'm dressed like a disco ball because I had an audition. Welcome to LA. But yeah, I'll be here soon. I'll be here soon. Thank you so much for checking in on me. You know what? I think I might utilize YouTube Shorts. You know, if I can't do like a long live, I might do like a quick video. We'll see. I might utilize that here. I utilize it more on NikkiStar at home, but I might utilize it here. Anyway, love you all. See you soon for something else. Thank you for checking in on me. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Give me some time. I want to add my resources to the description box. And yeah, let's come together as a community. All we got is each other, especially during this administration. Love you all. Bye. Oh, Lord.